Hey guys, let's review the homework for the week 2 where we are doing this string compression. So let's say there's a string called AAA, BBB, DC, and because there are 3 A's and 3 B's and 1 D and 1 C, we know that this becomes A3, B3, DC. And how we do this is because we can see that this is end of A and this is end of B and this end of D and this end of C. So we intuitively know that this is like A3, B3, TC. So hence the answer is A3, B3, TC. And here the key is we intuitively know that the A and B are different, and also B and D are different, and D and C are different by tracking these previous and current values, right? If B is prev and D is current, because they are different, so we are counting the length for the same characters, and we stop counting when the previous and current is different, right? So if we make this as more formal, so let's analyze by actually creating a table and see if we can further formulate the equation. So I'll define a variable called previous, and also I'll define variable called current character, and then the length. And also I'll define a variable called res, that means result. And so in the position 1, previous character is empty, right? So I'll just say empty. And current character for position 1 is A, and length is A1, so length is 1. And when you go to the second position, previous character was in position 1 was A, and current character in position 2 is A, and length is A2. When you go to position 3, previous character is A, current character in position 3 is A, and length is 3. And now when you go to position 4, interesting thing happens. Because previous character, meaning in position 3 is A, but current character is B. So actually we reset the length to B1. So length is 1. And here the result becomes A3, right, based on this. Now when you go to position 5, well, the position 4 was still B, and current character is B, so we'll simply increment the length to 2, so B2. When you go to position 6, the previous character from position 5 was B, current character is B, so we simply increment the length to 3 as well, so B3. Now when you go to position 7, the current character was B, however current character is D. Again, now the previous and current is different, so we reset the length to 1, and here now append the result to A3 plus B3, so the result becomes A3 B3. And when you go to position 8, the previous was D and current is C, and because previous and current are different, length becomes 1. So now we want to append the result C1, so the result becomes A3 B3 C1. And now there is no more position, so this loop has been ended. So we somehow have to capture the last piece. So when the loop ends, we want to capture the, sorry, here's a mistake. This is D1. So this is A3, B3, D1. And when this ends, we want to append another result, A3, B3, D1 plus the last one, C1. So the final answer becomes A3, B3, D1, C1. So just to track what just happened so far. So whenever there was a change of the between prev and current, we reset the length to 1. Otherwise, we increment the length by 1, like this. And also, whenever there were changes, we appended the result, like this. And also, when the line ended, we appended the last character. So let's write stock code based on this. So I can say that there is a loop to go through the whole string. So I say for position from 1 to length of string, current character would be item in position 1 for string, and I'll reset the previous to empty, length to empty, and also I'll reset the result to empty as well. Sorry, the length will be 0, right? Not empty. And so if previous is same as current, we simply increment the length by 1, right? But if previous and current are different, like in those cases, we wanna reset the length to 1, and also we wanna build the result, right? So when length is greater than 0, we wanna build the result, meaning result becomes result plus previous character plus, in this case plus is like join in Scratch, and then the length, right? So like in this case result is, in this case, like previous is A, length is 3, and also we wanna differentiate between the length, where the case where length is 1 versus length is greater than 1, we do this. If not, we simply append the previous without length. So in other words, this is a case where like A3, this is case where A1. In this case, we simply append A without the length. And at the end of the loop, we want to assign current character to previous character. And also, when we finish the whole loop, we want to actually repeat this line all over again. So instead of repeating this code between this and this, why don't you create a function? So let me make this as a function. I'll name this as a build result. With a function, I'll say this is a build result, and at the end, build result. and simply at the end say result. And here I forgot to reset length to 1 and delete this. So this becomes the actually the final answer, the function and this. So this is the pseudocode for this homework.